never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow.
The past is gone. Now's the future.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Weekly Review. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me as always are my boys, the dead man of RWT, Paul Morales, Mr. DC himself, Daniel Crimmins, and our special guest. You can check him out on with myself and Nico on Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. You can check him out on Kicking It with the TSK. You can see him popping up on Max Wrestling doing some promos in the current promo climax. The one, the only collector himself, Mr. Roberto Davis. Robert, what's up, man?
Oh, you know. A little this, a little that. A little wrestling in the morning.
A little sour
I
sauce.
know. Had breakfast
Right.
man.
Breakfast burrito while I'm watching wrestling. You love to see it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it started here, Clash in Paris at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. in the morning over there where you guys are at in Cali. I like it like this. I'm not going to lie. In a way, I like it better just starting off in the morning, having the rest of the day and the afternoon, the evening. I'm cool with it. I like these pay-per-views at this time, but I will say this. Last pay-per-view for WWE on the cock, if you will, on the good old Peacock.
That's what she
Y'all, yes, giggity. Are y'all ready for ESPN next month for WrestlePalooza? Rob, I know you went on a rant about it on our show about ESPN and motherfuckers getting second jobs. Paul, your thoughts on this for going to ESPN? Hey, what?
Look, it's one of those things that we remember when we all like had like this weird thing when it went to the network, like everybody wasn't gonna get it right, or we weren't gonna get everything that we thought we were gonna get, and it became something that was just per usual, just normal.
Mm-hmm.
Then it left that, and it's like SmackDown going from USA to UPN, from UPN to I don't know what the hell else. It all went to freaking somewhere else, and then back to the
My Network TV.
Yeah, it went across network TV, and then it went on Fox, and then it went off of Fox, and now it's on USA. So it's like we just get used to the things that had happened. So now we'll get used to this.
It reminds me of like back in the day when you had to pay like $35 for the WWE pay-per-views. TNA was $30. Even TNA on Wednesday nights was like $9.95. But I mean, we got through it even from when they were in HD before we officially got the WWE networks and stuff. So it's a change, but God damn it, man, it is coming with our pockets. So Dan, I'll go to you on this one. What are your thoughts?
Just as an aside, I think it's fucking hilarious that on Steph's podcast, she was plugging
The VPN?
a VPN, which apparently ESPN is not too happy about that.
Well, you can go fuck themselves.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
But like,
Yeah,
really?
but she heard. Yeah, but here's the thing though, is that she hears what everybody's saying.
yeah,
And I completely understand her standpoint. It's like she gets that it's expensive for a lot of people, and a lot of people are just griping about the same thing. Yes, the VPN, if you look for a whole year for the VPN, it's about $60. And $60, you ain't got to pay for a damn pay-per-view. You don't have to pay for ESPN. Hell, you can have Netflix and just pay Netflix. And you'd get to watch it every fucking. You get to watch SmackDown, you get to watch you get to watch Raw, and you get to watch every PLE or whatever you pay for your Netflix.
Have they said yet where the tape libraries are going to go?
No, the only thing that we know is that the only thing that's going to be on Peacocks right now are NXT and the Saturday night's main events. That's about it.
For now.
Well,
Yeah.
until March of next year when the contract expires, which is why we originally had thought that ESPN was going to the first PLE on ESPN was going to be WrestleMania. So that's where we thought it was going to go.
Something must have happened.
That, and I think also at the same time too, and I mean we've said it for months about them just digging at Tony Khan. And Tony Khan, thank God, is not having a heart attack. He's trying to take the high road and focus on AEW because we don't need any more crash outs from Tony. But I mean, it's a business thing. It is what it is. We deal like you mentioned, Paul. We deal with it and we just keep going on and on till the break of dawn. And Roberto, I'll go to you now. You mentioned very vehemently about the pricing and all this. I mean, you understand it from the business point, but goddamn, man, pockets.
Yeah, 100% understand it from the business point. I think it's kind of lame with TKO being in debt, passing that debt on to the consumer, because we're the ones buying tickets, we're the ones paying for the PLEs. And like I said, I get it from the business standpoint, but this is going to be a turbulent couple of months to be a WWE fan.
Yeah.
And that's fine because, there's other wrestling to watch.
Hell yes.
And hopefully what this does, maybe it opens some people's eyes to the fact that there is other wrestling that is just as good, maybe if not better at times. So we'll see.
This is very true. I mean, there's so much wrestling out there, like Rob mentioned, from the AEWs, the TNAs, and everything that we got going on right now. So there's a lot of wrestling really to consume each and every week. Go ahead, Paul.
It was me. So, and Rob, you and I were saying this in the TSK Discord chat, was I said all TK needs to do at this point is absolutely nothing.
Facts.
Don't respond. Just sit back. TKO will dig their own grave. And I guarantee you this is what's going to happen. Once this debt is, resolved, which honestly there is a metric shit ton of it. It's like $3 billion or something. So once that's taken care of, I would not be shocked if they sell WWE.
Not at all.
Not at all.
To Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Disney
And
is going to.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Disney is going to end up owning the shit.
And I wouldn't be surprised either. And was something that we've talked about collectively is like you look at how WWE is right now. It's literally the bread maker in the family, and then it's like trying to feed everybody else.
Yeah.
But you realize that a lot of those people that are in your family that you're feeding are in debt.
Yeah.
And I mean, are in debt considerably. That's pretty much what WWE is doing. Or for TKO, I mean, that's what they're doing. It's like they're literally feeding everything. UFC, that power slap, whatever the hell it is. And any other debts that maybe Dana White has, and for all his failed companies that he had. So like I said, it's pretty much the breadwinner is pretty much feeding everybody else. So, but as consumers, we are the ones that are paying for the tickets to these live events, then the tickets to the PLEs, not to mention the stuff for NXT, and now the stuff that we're going to be paying for all the streaming services. So
we've got Raw coming to the Honda Center in October. I don't know if you guys looked up ticket prices, but the cheapest ticket was going for $127.
And that's in the fucking nosebleed section of the fucking. And now they've improved Honda Center. Don't get it twisted. They've improved it a lot. But here's the thing, though, is like it's like about as big as Barclays.
Yeah.
And you look at Barclays, how it is on the inside, that's about as big as Honda Center is. So I don't know. I mean, I've seen seats inside of Barclays, but I mean, you're still paying a hefty amount just to fucking be in the nosebleed section. What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going by yourself and if you got the cash to swing it, it's probably not a problem. But if you got a couple of kids and you're taking the family, you're looking at easily $500.
But here's the thing, though, is that you look at how they package all of this. Like, oh, well, they make it a weekend event. Well, who the fuck is going to go to Raw or SmackDown for a Monday or a Friday and make it a weekend?
Yeah.
To go to an event just for on a Monday when they would probably have to leave on a Monday night or Tuesday early morning to get back to their jobs that they have wherever they live at. I mean, even locals like me and Rob, okay, that's fine, but we're not going to fucking make a whole entire weekend to go to Anaheim.
No.
I'm not going to spend $200 for a seat at Rob to also go to fucking Disneyland for another $150 a damn ticket to spend my fucking day at Disneyland. I'm just not.
Can't afford that, player.
That's the thing too. And I mean, and I'll say this. I mean, Tony has the ability right now with how everybody has voiced their frustration about WWE's prices and whatnot. Like Tony has the ability to actually do something with AEW. If he can actually just, get his head out of his butt and just keep doing what he's doing, focus more on the storytelling, focus on this stuff. But he has the ability because a lot of people are going to continue to get sick of the prices, the gouging going up. And that's how they feel. Are we at a point with Triple H and his booking with Raw and SmackDown where I'm like with Vince was? Hell no. Hell no. But I got to tell you something. If I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing in WWE, and Monday and Friday is not bad, but it's become to the point it's like, okay, we get what's going to happen with each one of those respective shows. Like NXT has been the one that I've been feeling because Shawn Michaels, you could say what you will about Shawn, but he's been cooking. He's been putting it out in there. I've been enjoying a lot more NXT, the main roster. I'm not to the level where Vince was, where I hated both for Monday and Friday on SmackDown, but damn it, NXT's been killing it. AEW has a chance to really lighten it up as well. Just Tony's got to not just focus. Continue to focus, Tony. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Do y'all agree? Y'all know what I'm saying about this?
No. I completely get it. I mean, here's the thing, though, is that what you just said, Tony Khan literally is in a position to make a considerable profit off of AEW fans, and not just AEW fans in general.
Wrestling fans.
We're talking about wrestling fans in general. If you put on now, we have no issues with how AEW runs the wrestling. We know the wrestling is going to be really, really good. It's the storylines and that come with it that aren't exactly built, to the best. And neither is WWE. So we get on their cases too.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, they need to do better in that department, and the wrestling will pretty much do the rest of it.
And I'll go for Rob to this before I go to Dan. Rob, your thoughts, man, because Tony has the ability, because we've seen what's going down with the stories, like Paul mentioned with the matches. WWE has its flaws as well, but Tony really has the ability with everything that's going on to really amplify it up.
I definitely think they're on the right path, and it's been a while since they were on the path, because they did deviate and kind of go into this thing where they felt it was necessary to take shots every week, and it's kind of a clusterfuck, and things were just kind of a mess. But I think they're definitely headed in the right direction, and if they just keep doing what they're doing, they'll make an impact on the wrestling world. Just props to Tony for Ring of Honor had a pay-per-view on Friday, and
oh yeah, man.
There was some issues with the service, so he ended up just saying fuck it, and he put it Death Before Dishonor on YouTube for free, and he's compensating current subscribers 1 free month for the inconvenience. I thought that was a very cool business decision on his part. He's going to eat a couple $1,000s, I'm sure, but just to make sure that the fans are happy, I think that's how to do it.
And kudos to him. We just talked about that before you got on air, Rob. Like stuff like that. I mean, Death Before Dishonor featured great matches with Athena and Mina Shirakawa. We got to see a lot of great matches with Bandito. We got to see Sammy Guevara turn heel and join LFI, which what? Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of stuff really happened on that show. Dan, what are your thoughts about Tony amplifying and possibly taking it to another level?
I think it's a genius idea. You all know my biggest critique of Tony Khan has been
the cocaine
and Daniel Garcia love.
There might be a reason for that.
Not enough Daniel Garcia love.
Butcher and the Blade need to be tag team champions like today.
Yeah, preach it to the choir. Go ahead.
What? My biggest critique of him has been, the digs at WWE. It's not needed. It's petty and it's stupid. Now he's off that. He's biding his time. And this Death Before Dishonor thing, it buys goodwill with the fans. And like I said earlier, TKO's digging their own graves. All Tony has to do is just sit back and just say, hey, and if you follow, if you go on Reddit, X, Twitter, whatever, and you see the tide is starting to shift.
But it isn't so much that it's shifting like, hey, we don't like WWE. We just don't like being priced out of everything. But you need fans to say, hey, guess what? I don't want to fucking spend the damn money.
Yeah.
I'm tired of spending the damn money to try and just to get to a show and then it not be good. That's the issue, is like you're paying so much money and the quality of the show isn't great. And one thing I was going to say today, it's like, I don't understand like how you have this tag team match, this tag team title match. Why did it need to, it could have been on SmackDown. It didn't need to be on the PLE. Where the hell is Julia? Why are you not featuring Julia you gave her the damn title. Why are you not featuring her on PLEs?
You got poor Kiana.
You want to do the IC title? Fine. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to showcase the women's world title or the women's championship from SmackDown? Why can't the two women's matches, if you're not going to do the women's world title, obviously since Naomi's pregnant, which isn't an issue. Hey, congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you and Big Jim.
Big Jim?
Baby Uso is on the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We got a little Jimmy.
We got a little Jimmy. Nah.
No.
Someone call R-Truth.
Well, we'll get into. I don't mean to make me laugh, but I'm just thinking.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Is like I just wish they would have put the United States title on the line, and they could have had her against Michin. Michin just did this whole bullshit fucking roll up on what's her face.
Yeah, poor Kiana James.
Kiana James, who does the whole Giovanni Vinci fucking bullshit.
5 seconds.
It was a bunch of crap. I mean, and I get for everybody, Alex, Queen of the Ring. I get it for everybody being angry that it happened, but at the same time, she wasn't doing much of anything. So,
okay. So when we get into the tag title match, I am going to explain. Now, I hear you, but I'm going to go give my thoughts as well. And I know Rob was a big fan of the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits match, and it was really good. And I'll mention Julia and Mia Yim really quickly since you did mention that. I think that is a great first opponent for her. I think Mia Yim is a great babyface to contend with Julia. I did feel bad that poor Kiana James, who literally just came back, did a 5-second, I'm going to hit you with my purse, then roll up 1, 2, 3. Look, it is what it is, but I have to put this out there as well. I think with what you're saying, how we could have got a Julia Mia Yim match. Did we really need Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella with what we got? We'll get into that botch fest, but goodness gracious me. So before we get into the Clash in Paris, there is one other topic I do have to discuss, and we mentioned before we came on air, and we're going to give our honest thoughts as we've all touched upon this collectively. Real American Freestyle Wrestling hosted their first show last night. Big surprises that were on it. One of the competitors was not able to compete, so Holly Holm, MMA legend, took the place, and she lost in that bout, but she did come out looking very strong. I saw some clips on social media, and as well, Matt Riddle was in attendance. We might be seeing Matt Riddle on Real American Freestyle Wrestling, but the big takeaway that we got was setting up for RAF 2, if you will, RAF 2, and it looks like Tito Ortiz, old-ass Tito Ortiz, has challenged Chael Sonnen, and it looks like we might get that at the next event between Tito and Chael. So with that being said, Rob, I'll start with you on this one. Your thoughts on Raph, Holly Holm, Matt Riddle bros, possible, interest in it, as well as Tito versus Chael.
I had totally forgot that the event was yesterday, and I had only seen the clip of Tito and Chael. And so, I mean, it's kind of cool. Holly Holm was there. and I like Holly Holm. Matt Riddle, I think, would be interesting in the RAF setting. But as far as Sonnen and Ortiz, that would have been cool maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I guess if you want to put the butts in seats, go for it. But I don't have any high expectations or hopes for that.
I like actually how you brought that up, man, because it reminds me of in 2013 when you had Rampage Jackson and Tito Ortiz. August 1st warning is coming as the fucking part of the Isis and Ites against the Main Event Mafia to promote Tito versus Rampage, and nobody gave a damn about that, and it worked horribly for TNA's favor. But I understand what they're trying to do. I mean, this one had better seats because remember when collectively we all were talking about the ticket prices and the ticket sales. It went up because they turned this pretty much into a Hulk Hogan tribute show. And much like Rob said about expectations, I don't see big and high expectations now that Hulk Hogan's no longer with us and it's just Eric Bischoff. But we shall see. And Paul, I'll go over to you now. Your thoughts on RAF and the introduction of Holly Holm as well as Tito Chael and Matt Riddle.
It's like pulling somebody from the crowd and just saying, "Hey, guess what? You want to fight? You really want to fight? Like right now, you know, Holly hasn't fought in not even in UFC. I haven't seen her fighting anywhere.
The last time I remember her fighting was her absolutely mollywhopping Ronda Rousey. That was it.
No, she's had some fights. Oh God, I couldn't even think of the Brazilian girl.
Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. And Amanda Nunes, who whooped her ass. I mean, tore her a new one.
Yeah.
And that was literally the last time. And that was what? 4 years ago?
I say probably 4 years ago now.
I'm looking it up now.
And it's like, why? How are you wanting this woman to come in there? Maybe okay, if she was in a gym training just to
I
train.
want to say that was even pre-COVID.
Yes, that was 2019. Amanda Nunes.
Wow, even
longer.
Yep.
And I know most recently she was in a match, but the match wasn't even that long. I think it only lasted a round.
Yeah, she fought Myra Bueno Silva in 38 seconds.
Yeah, see?
Holly Holm's last UFC fight was a loss to Kayla Harrison at UFC 300, April 13th, 2024.
Oh, my birthday, a year ago. Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
Wow.
I don't even remember.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. No, I honestly, I know who Kayla Harrison is. I don't even remember that. The only fights I remember with these two mentioned were Ronda and Amanda Nunes. That's how much I followed Holly Holm. I know she's 43 now, right?
It doesn't matter how old she is. I mean, the fact is, I mean, I have no problem with the age. Just I understand, but you haven't fought in more than a year, and it's like you got your ass kicked in like seconds. So.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that they took a chance with it, and I mean, Dan, we'll go to you next. Your thoughts on Riddle, Tito and Chael, and Holly Holm and RAF.
The problem is without Hulk Hogan,
doesn't work.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
But without Hogan, they have nobody. They have no marketable stars. You need somebody.
We know Bischoff ain't gonna jump in there.
Karate Man Bischoff.
No.
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe we finally get Vince McMahon versus Eric Bischoff.
Well, we got it on Raw in 04 for like a few
It
minutes.
also a WCW pay-per-view a number of years back.
You got the guts, Vince. You got the guts.
But they've got nobody. So they're going with, former UFC stars, which, what are you going to bring in?
I don't know
Randy
who you're
Couture?
going to bring it. Yeah, but you need Jose Aldo would probably be a better choice because at
This,
they just need somebody. And
you know what they need? They need a real American. This is something for Jake Hager to do.
God. No. And fuck Tony Khan. He's a communist. I'm going to RAF, goddammit. I'm going to RAF.
You know he would do it.
Oh, God.
He won't let me promote my Donald Trump.
Fucking shit. Fucking Jack. I don't even want to get into it. First of all, Mr. Suck My Dick from the Back. He's taking lessons from Chris Jericho. He's taking lessons from Conan. He's telling Dax Harwood to go suck his dick from the back. What the fuck is wrong with him? Because the FTR was calling him out like, yeah, bro, that didn't happen with CM Punk and the fact that, we complained and walked out. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And just, if you listen to that whole interview that he did with Chris Van Vliet, some of it I could concur with about Tony, but good God, man. Acting like you just did everything and everything.
I wonder if Chris was sitting there and just like he wanted to ask these questions and just wanted to see what he would say. Mm-hmm. And what he said, he was probably sitting there like, I am so regretting this interview.
What you missed the best part. So he, for those, this one I'll spoil because it was great. He literally says to him, because he's complaining about AEW and Punk and FTR and all this stuff, and then Chris just goes, "But you're resigned." Like if you're complaining about all this, but you're signed a new contract, then why did you leave? If you had all these problems, why did you fucking leave?
Tony didn't want me, but he offered me 18 months.
Yep, exactly. But I took it anyway because he wanted the money. Just admit you wanted the money. And you were
just admit you only reason why you stayed was because you wanted the money.
Yep.
And he was paying you well.
And also the fact that
he paid you.
And also the fact that he's like, I'm done with wrestling. I'm done with MMA. Like, motherfucker, like, how many fucking MMA fights did Jake Hager even have? Like, not many. Like, I could count them like a handful. Like, right? Like, not even a lot. Like, very, very minuscule, I'm pretty sure.
Not enough, obviously.
Less than 10.
I'm actually going to take a look at that. But no, here's the thing. It reminds me of like when Daniel Puder signed with WWE and he only had 8 fucking UFC fights. Fucking Daniel Puder's ass. So look, here's how many he's had. He's had 4. Yep. 4.
He is 3-0-1.
Yep. Okay. That's the thing. Like, you've only had like 3 fucking fights. Like, you fucking kidding me right now. Fucking Jake Hager. God damn it.
But you look at, okay, so we'll go to Rusev. Now we'll go to the match, but we'll go to the match in a while after we get to another subject.
Yeah.
But Denise was talking to Rusev day before yesterday before he left to Paris. So he was talking about how many matches he had in AEW, and he literally had 30 matches in AEW.
Oh, wow.
The entire time he was there. 30.
Hot damn.
How long was he there for? Just after the pandemic, right?
He was in the pandemic, 2020.
Okay, so for 4 years, he had 30 matches. That's less than 10 a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started with the Best Friends, and then he became the Redeemer and whatnot. And then he was off TV for a while. Yep.
Yeah, see, and that's just it. And it was, I know he kind of, after his grandfather passed away, I know he took some time off and didn't really want to go back. That was the whole, everything that happened with him and CJ Perry, that they had separated, eventually divorced. Now they're back together doing strong. And I love it that they're back. Came together after he lost his grandfather. So I thought he knew he needed her as much as she knew that she needed him. And that's a beautiful thing. So I just think it sucks because, he needed something for himself, and unfortunately it wasn't enough there in AEW.
No, I hear you on that. And I think he has been one of those great talents. I mean, this feud with Sheamus has just absolutely killed when we get into the match here. But I look at it from a stance like this, man. Like, that dude was so good. It's unfortunate how he was booked, but here he is now in WWE. Same kind of presentation, but he's really being focused now with Sheamus, which is the right opponent to put him with because it's 2 brutes going at it. They have history. So they have a hell of a story to tell with Rusev as well with Sheamus. And I mean, the only other thing I'll say about good old Thwaga before we get into our Clash in Paris, he did comment about John Cena and the fact that it was true that John would not want to put him over. And, John did that with a lot of people. And he's like, I'm surprised, with R-Truth and the fact that he's like, he probably said, you know what, I'll do this with R-Truth and I'll lose. And he's being unselfish. And I'm like, but Jack, he made the right decision in not wanting to put you over because number 1, you suck. And number 2, no. He literally, it wasn't like, like he was really like, man, fuck that Jack Swagger. It's like, he's not ready. I'm not putting him over. And he was right. And John Cena at that moment was right.
100%.
Hager's world title reign was absolutely god awful.
That whole world title run sucked. All
That
American.
Money in the Bank run that he had was just the drizzling shits.
The whole thing was terrible. And if you want to hear about Daniel Crimmins and I talking about the worst Money in the Bank winners and holders, you could check it out on this last season of Uncaged, Cheap Pop #1. So with that being said, we are going to move now to the Clash en Paris. And before we get into the matches, two things happened. This one I will put on the screen first. So this was CM Punk via his Instagram stories. Stop touching strangers, please. Which he is absolutely right about that. So I will go from CM Punk, and then we will go to the Roxanne footage, and then we'll go to our girl mommy. So WWE have now assigned security to escort wrestlers after earlier fan incidents. Roxanne Perez filmed being escorted by security. Should have been doing this from the beginning. The wrestlers deserve to feel safe, and they need to be protected as much as possible from crazy fans. So here is Roxanne Perez, as you can see in the video, being escorted. Now, even looking at this footage here, guys, this is definitely what we need, because we've seen it in airports, we've seen it all over the place, especially in public. Like, we need some rightful for security for these women, because these women are being harassed. Everybody's being harassed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very interesting to me that now that we finally have this in place. So we'll go to from Roxanne, I want to be your man, to that girl mommy, Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley getting absolutely swarmed by fans at the Clash in Paris, and her message to fans: please be mindful of wrestlers' boundaries and safeties. And then we'll go to what Rhea had to say. Here's a video.
Mami Rhea!
And then Rhea Ripley would write, "This is not okay. Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common courtesy and humanity. No means no. WTF, what the fuck?" And then she would write, "Treat me like a human or I'm going to start acting like Rhea Ripley and no one's getting shit." I'll be honest with you. She had every right to exactly what the fuck she just said. Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's not the first time it's happened to Rhea.
Right. Like airplane and fucking airports and shit everywhere.
I mean, it's kind of late to have the security escorts, but it's definitely needed. And hopefully going forward, this is a commonplace practice, especially for the women.
You know,
that's fucking insane.
I remember this video, it was like maybe a year or two ago, where poor girl, like, she's getting mobbed at the airport, and like she's just like giving up. She's like, "Okay, what do you want me to sign?" And then you see like Kevin Owens come up, and he sees it, and he just looks at her, and he just says, "No. Come on, let's go."
Mm-hmm.
And WWE, first of all, fuck these goddamn fans. Like, you have no right to invade these people's fucking privacy. Like, how many times has she had to put something on social media basically saying, "Hey, don't send shit to my house. Don't show up to my house."
Yeah.
And WWE, and it's unfortunate, but they really need to take better care of their talent.
I'm
Like,
right with you.
Cross has even said there were times where he's had to step in, both for his wife and for other people.
Kevin Owens,
Yep.
Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso,
Rey
Jimmy
Mysterio.
Uso, Rey Mysterio,
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy for his wife, Finn Balor for him and his wife, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu. I can go on and on for all the guys who have gone through the airport with all these women. Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax actually got harassed at the fucking airport, and she was lucky that the person that was talking to her walked away, because she was ready to whoop his ass. Jacob Fatu turned around and he was like, "Do you want me to do something?" She said, "Nah, I got it. It's cool." Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, this has already happened to. Look at all the women in NXT who have had stuff sent to their homes,
Mm-hmm.
their physical homes, and they're like, how did they find my address? It's not listed. I don't understand it. But then you got stalkers who are following them home from the PC or wherever when they're on vacation. Bailey's another one. I'm sorry, I was thinking of her when I was listing off the names, but why do they have to go through this? I don't get it. Like you want them to sign all this shit, but you don't want to be courteous to them. If they're like saying, no, I don't want to do it, hey, cool, fine, dandy. But you got these guys who buy like these Funkos or buy all these figures. Oh, sign this. Why? So you can go sell it on eBay tomorrow? No, fuck you.
You mentioned Tiffany Stratton. I mean, look who she was surrounded with by the airport. She had the fucking MFTs like right next to her. Like, do you really want to try something when you have Solo and the Tongans with you? No. And it also reminds me to go into your point. It reminds me of like you see a lot of these women, like you mentioned NXT and things being sent to their home. I remember just seeing everything that went down with Rhea, with all of these women. It's just like I'm the Nia one that you mentioned. Like just let
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville.
Thank you. That was the other one I was thinking of too.
That fucking nut who's in jail. Thank God. Fuck him. Good God. Rob, do you have anything else to say on this as well? Because it's just going to irk us.
No, I just hope the security is going to turn into a common practice because these women need to be protected.
Yeah, and WWE needs to do something because if they're not going to do anything and then something happens to one of these ladies, Sonya Deville being one of the better examples, if you're not going to fucking do anything to help these women, especially when they're traveling from place to place, and you're not going to give them at least a couple of security guards, and anything happens, man, that's on you because they work for you.
I mean, I think, and I know how Robert's going to react to this. I mean, even the Punker, who we're going to touch upon in the main event. CM Punk has even said it on the Art of Wrestling podcast when Colt Cabana, when they were friends. When that podcast aired, he even touched upon the fact that he's like, if you come at me at like 4 o'clock in the morning and you use your kid to get an autograph, I'm not going to sign for you because I know what you're going to do. You want to sell that on eBay to make money off of it because, that's what you do. So CM Punk has even said it in the past. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné has even touched upon it with airports that she won't sign for people. So it's a common thing. I mean, Hornswoggle has even stated himself. He's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning at the airport, but I may not be smiling in it. So, I mean, there's some exceptions, but yeah. It comes with the territory, but also at the same time, too, they're human beings and stop fucking being douchebags, being dinguses, to put in the bluntest of terms, people. Be better.
I remember seeing an interview, I think it was actually with Rhea, where she was talking about it, and she said, how would these people like it if I ran up into their shit and hounded them? I mean, yeah, they're famous. Yeah, they're this and that. But at the end of the day, they're like us. They have jobs.
Yeah, they have jobs.
Like, be a decent fucking person. It's not that hard.
You dickhead.
You dickhead. Exactly. But that's the thing, too, man. It's just like we have a lot of amazing people doing their thing. Let them ply their crafts and don't be a bunch of dinguses. That's the main thing, man. But I will say this. If you want to enjoy something and not be around dinguses, you can definitely check out Clash in Paris, which we're about to get into now. So if you look at the Clash in Paris card, we started off hot, man. We had Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. They did this match for 20 minutes. Roman Reigns looked amazing. Bronson Reed hit some DVDs, and he worked over him hard. The Uranagi's on the table. Roman coming back at the end with the spear for the 1, 2, 3. The Samoan drop off the top. These two really gelled very nicely with each other. He got his shoes back, and he even signed him and threw him out into the crowd.
No, get it right. He got the Shula Fala.
Sorry, the Shula Fala back, and he threw the shoes in the crowd and signed him. Then that Braun Breaker, he's got that dog in him. Hit him with that spear, and then, he hit him with another spear and another, and then multiple tsunamis. Then they got the friggin' Gertie for him, the stretcher. friggin' tsunamied him on the stretcher. This was well done. If you're gonna write Roman Reigns off to go do Street Fighter and absolutely get obliterated after getting the shoes back and choking out Paul Heyman and everything in between, this told a great story. It went on for like almost an hour. Almost an hour to start the show. Like, it was really something to like this big write-off of Roman Reigns, and pretty much Adam Pearce friggin' looking like his veins are about to pop out of his head, telling Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, hey, I'm going to suspend you without pay if you don't get the fuck out of here. And everything that went into that told a great story. And this even elevated Bronson Reed even more, because we know what the thick boy can do. And he's really being highlighted with this relationship and alliance with Paul Heyman. And Roman is Roman. So I enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to now more of Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker when Roman gets back. So this told a hell of a story to start the show. So Paul, I'll start with you. Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. Go.
This was a really, really good match. Very entertaining, I would say the least. It showed a lot from Bronson Reed, something that we haven't yet seen, I guess, since he's been back. But we know what he can do. We know how he can work in the ring, and him and Roman did excellent. I don't think it was completely horrible. I just think it was better than a lot of people had expected it to be.
Yeah.
At least in my view.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, go ahead.
You know, I think it was a good way to get Bronson over. You know, I think you want to build somebody to be a monster, which is something WWE really doesn't have. Big monster. I mean, I think realistically, we know where they're going with, you know, the Seth Riders here.
The Seth Riders.
We know
Seth
where
Riders.
it's going. We know it's going to end up with Braun Breaker turning face, going after Seth. We know it's going to end up leading to that. Having said that, Bronson Reed, to me, works better as a heel. You know, we grew up with the era of like guys like, you know, Yokozuna, Mabel, Viscera, whatever you want to call him, you know, monster heels. The difference is, like Yoko, Bronson can fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, you've seen what he can do in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen what he can do on the indies. Give him a chance, and he can be a main event star.
Yeah.
But honestly, keep him as a heel.
Please.
Roberto, your thoughts on
Give me-
Roman Reigns?
Give me Gunther versus Bronson Reed.
Oh my God, trying to get
Yes.
that boy up for a power bomb? Please,
Yep.
chef's kiss. Chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
Let's do it.
Rob, your thoughts on Roman and Bronson Reed? Go ahead, buddy.
I think Paul kind of hit it on the head with this being more entertaining than I think people thought, because for sure this was not a standout match on this card for me. Knowing what both of these guys are capable of, it just kind of seemed like a oil and water type situation at first, because we know what Bronson can do and we know what Roman can do, and it seemed like there would be a clash of styles, and surprisingly there wasn't. It was a really well paced match. I think the only gripe that I really have is that this whole thing, match entrance, post match beatdown, took about an hour. that was, I don't know, it felt excessive, but I guess for the story purpose of writing Roman off to go, you know, do the movie, I can see that. I guess it did have to be that way. So really that was my only gripe with it, that, you know, it lasted a really long fucking time. But other than that, I thought this was pretty well done.
Okay, Rob, I'll ask you a question. Would you rather watch this for an hour, or would you rather watch Edge and Randy Orton from WrestleMania 36 for the 40 minutes that we got with that? Come on.
Oh,
Rob.
the greatest wrestling match ever?
Legends say that match is still going on today.
To this day.
That was fucking horrible. I mean, I get it was great to see Edge come back, but fuck, that was so bad.
If that match was maybe 15 minutes,
I'm fine,
would have been fine.
but no, we went 30 fucking minutes.
The fact
30
that it
minutes
went almost 40 minutes, like,
was ridiculous.
God.
Oh,
And
Well, this Reigns and Bronson Reed went 22 minutes.
22,
So
which was fine. Which was fine. They gave it a good time, but oof.
Yeah.
Mike, let me answer that.
Fine.
Yeah.
I used to be an Edge fan. I am an Edge fan. I'm not a Cope fan,
Cope!
but he has never been some match. He's just not.
Well, I mean, come on, man. You don't want to see Cope and Christian, the CNC Wrestling Factory. We gonna make you sweat against FTR and all that. Come on, man.
wow,
Come
you
on.
went there. You went there.
I did go there. I went there. I did.
I
But
was like, I went there.
no,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Pause. No, I'm not gonna.
Relax, Hype Williams.
Thank you, sir. So we'll move on to the next match. All right. So this match was added on Friday after the Street Profits beat Mellow Don't Miz and the tag team, the number one contenders match. So we got the Wyatt Six, the team of Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis against the Street Profits. Bo Dallas coming out of the woodwork, out of the Uncle Howdy guard, and just playing the mind games with both teams on SmackDown. I did enjoy. I thought it was a nice little element, nice little twist to try to cause dissension, and boy, did it within this match, because the Borderlands attire and entrance, as Robert so eloquently put it, of the Street Profits was very cool to help sponsor the video game. BFAB coming out. The crowd loved the Wyatt Six. They were singing the theme song. They were chanting for Bray Wyatt. It was wonderful to see. This match started off with the fact that Tez is like, no, I got it. No, you got it. So they played into the dissension, the mind games of Bo Dallas getting in their head. These two have great chemistry with one another. We saw the dives. We saw everything that Gacy and Dexter Lumis can do. I think the pair of these two as the tag champs works perfectly. Joe Gacy with what he has done on the Indies and NXT. Dexter Lumis with where he came from in TNA to where he is in NXT now to the main roster. I really enjoyed what they did, and it's the Street Profits. You can't go wrong. Same with the Wyatt Six. I like the fact that the finish came and we now have a new name for the former drinking while investing beer money finish. Now is the Plague. I thought it was really good with that finish. We got to see Nikki Cross holding on to the leg of Montez and then taking the sister Abigail from Uncle Howdy. Like, everything worked and served its purpose, and the Wyatt Six continue their reign as the tag team champions. Now, Paul, I'll start with you. I know you said you didn't think this match should have been on the show. Why couldn't we have Julia? Or why did we even have to take the Stephanie Vaquer match on and put friggin' Vaquer in there instead of having to wait a week? So, Paul, start it there. Give me your thoughts.
you mean Stephanie Velcro?
Nope.
Right.
Velveeta? Stephanie Velcro? Stephanie
Definitely.
Velveeta? Oh, my goodness. Paul, go ahead.
You gotta love Naomi for all the
Gotta love
little nicknames that she calls her. Look, I said this when before we came on. I understand. I understand you didn't have any of the women's world title matches on the card.
Mhm.
You had one IC title. You had the women's IC title, and then you were supposed to have the women's world championship here, but what you replaced it with was with a tag team title match that I feel could have been on SmackDown. You were already in Paris. You still would have got the same reaction. No problem. My issue being is that you have an opportunity to put Julia, the Women's United States Championship that hasn't been on TV or hasn't been on a PLE since
Saudi.
Just Chelsea Green, yeah.
Chelsea Green had it.
Mhm.
And she lost it. So to me, it makes no sense. Like, you give it to Julia, but yet you're not doing anything with it. You're not putting her on TV, and she is a star. Why would you not want to put her on TV? Again, the match was great. I thought this match was really, really great. It was very entertaining. Them jumping over, Montez being Montez,
Yes.
being his own hype man. We got Bo Dallas on Friday night, who was pretty much turning into Karrion Kross, coming out of character and telling them, "Oh well, you're gonna lose," and trying to put the dissension in between the Street Profits, I don't get it. Like I would much rather have seen the women, and you could have had that match on SmackDown. You could have had the tag team match on SmackDown. If not this week, maybe next week. But I just think that as good as the match was, yes, it was good. Actually, it was great. I reiterate what I said. It was a great match. But I just feel like you deprived the women of a match. One.
I completely understand your thought process on that.
I'm angry. Urgh.
Dan, go ahead.
So Naomi left about 2 weeks ago, right?
Right.
You're gonna tell me you couldn't have thrown together a women's, quick tournament? Winner faces Stephanie Velcro for the world title. You couldn't have done that in 2 weeks. You could have. As far as the Street Profits go, I really hope they're not splitting them up.
Same. Because they work so well together. It's not the right time to do it. It's really not. Now, as far as the match goes, did you enjoy the right team winning with the
Yeah,
whites?
but if you're going to split them up, you have to have an idea for both Dawkins and Montez.
Yeah. And then,
you can't just throw them out there and just say, all right, we're going to split you up for the sake of splitting them up. Vince McMahon, we're not going to split them up for the sake of splitting them up.
If Vince were still running it, they would have split, reunited, split again, and reunited again, and split again about 5 times already.
did you also see that friggin' meme where Vince was like, if the Vince McMahon was still running, we would have Jimmy versus Jay to see who the father of Naomi's baby is.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, and the fact of the matter is Rob's face is like, he would do that.
Yeah. Yes, he would.
But Dan, overall, what'd you think of the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits?
Right team won.
Okay.
I think it's really nice to see them doing something with the Wyatts.
They're not doing anything.
They need to do something with Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, like have him wrestle more. He's cleared. Do something with Rowan. Other than just standing there.
And getting in the grill of
and get Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross can be in the IC title match.
She's been stalking her. She's been stalking.
You don't want her in the world title picture? Give her the IC title.
Yeah, Mill. She's been stalking Julia in the U.S. Women's title. So you have to think Nikki wants some more gold. So I'm for that. I think Julia and Nikki Cross would be perfect. Those two styles really meshing. But yeah, no, I hear you all on that front. And Rob, your thoughts? Wyatt Six, Street Profits. Go ahead, man.
Totally opposite of what Paul said. I think this match definitely deserved to be on this card because the tag team, and not to say this doesn't happen to the women because it does happen to them, but the tag team seems to get the short end of the stick quite a bit too. Like, for example, WrestleMania, we knew, or maybe it was, I don't even remember what it was now, but the ladder match with Wyatt Six, DIY.
The one that was on SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, like if that was on the PLE, that would have stole the show. So I don't see why the tag team division can't be featured a lot more. And the fact that people want to break up a tag team, that just boggles my fucking mind. And I understand a solo run from Tez would slap, would be absolute fire. And we all know that. Dawkins too. People seem to write off Dawkins for some reason, but this is a big motherfucking man, and the way he jumped over that top rope, cleared it with ease, almost. Like, this man, if they were to break them up and they were to go solo, both of them would be fine. There would have to
Top
be
Dollar says what?
AJ Francis.
Excuse me while I jump nuts first and knees first through this ladder.
But I think Dawkins, Street Profits would be fine if they went solo, but it's not time.
No.
Push this tag division. There's so much talent. Put them on all the PLEs. I will say the women's match that we got on this, because I think that's the next match.
That's
right?
the next match.
Like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't need that match on this PLE. You could have put Julia against somebody. You could have been Stephanie Velveeta against somebody. To get what we got from that women's match was fucking embarrassing.
Oh, well,
But I'm happy that the right team won. Gacy and Loomis look fantastic. These guys look like they've been a tag team for years. The way the chemistry that they have is just it's unreal right now. I think it's great. It's good to see they're doing something with the Wyatt Six. Let's keep the momentum going.
The other issue, Mike, women's tag titles.
yeah.
Here's another one. Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Send them to Mexico.
So, well, I think we're going to get some Dominic with that AAA title very, very soon.
More Demonito.
More Demonito, please.
But why couldn't you put the Judgment Day on a tag title match? We'll probably get that tomorrow.
Yeah, we got Styles and Dominic tomorrow as we're recording this, so we'll probably get something.
And that would have been good on the PLE too. But
Yeah.
I guess you can't have every title on the PLE.
True. I mean, it reminds me of, and Paul said it.
Tony says,
Paul said it. Rob said it. Like Dan said it.
Hold my thunder, snow.
We've all said
16
it.
matches.
The fact that I love you all. The fact that we didn't get that ladder match with all the teams in it, like at WrestleMania, was just criminal. That's why when they announced the TLC for SummerSlam, I'm like, fuck, thank you. We're gonna get this on SummerSlam. Also, 25 years, and you had the Hardys and the Dudleys in the crowd that made for it. I think, like we mentioned, it reminds me of when everybody got pissed when Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus wasn't on that SummerSlam, and then they moved the match to Raw, and it was a no finish. But then the payoff was the best part about it, because we then got the great cage match between Becky and Trish. So I think there is a time and a place for putting matches and how you set it up. But yeah, it's how they run it now. And speaking of run it like we're Chris Brown in 05, we are going to go to the next matchup as it was.
Hold on 1 second. Before you could do that, we were talking about the tag team matches. I'll go off of what Rob said.
Yeah, man.
The only tag team titles that are never fucking featured are the ones that the fucking Judgment Day hold.
Because I got nobody to go against.
Yeah, no, they have teams, but it's like we're not building nobody.
Yeah.
You have American Made, American Alpha, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Yes. The Creed brothers.
You have the Creed brothers that are there. You have War Raiders who are there. You put together tag teams like Miz and Mello freaking over on SmackDown, but why can't you do it on Raw?
Yeah.
Like, you have enough people on Raw that you can take the two guys who were in this fucking Donnybrook match.
Yeah.
Those two could fucking be the tag team champions.
Basically, this version of the bar.
Again, back to things that are frustrating the hell out of a lot of us fans that we know that could happen. And I think we're all thinking alike, that's what's going to happen with these two. You would much rather them be a tag team as opposed to not being attacked or fighting each other forever.
I like your style of thinking on that because that reminds me of how Sheamus.
Or hey, here's another idea.
Yeah.
Pagano and Psycho Clown.
Yep. There you go. Mr.
Pagano and Mr. Iguana.
Like
Psycho Clown and Mr. Iguana. I don't care.
Hank and Tank.
Honk honk.
You got LWO there. Shit. Fucking give them the tag team titles. Again, back to tag teams that are on the damn show that you're not necessarily featuring, but you would much rather do more with the World Tag Team Championship or the WWE Tag Team Championships on SmackDown. Okay, I'm done.
Is Legado still a thing?
Legado, yeah. Well, the Berto and Garza were the AAA tag titles, and they lost it Triple Mania.
That's right.
Yes.
That's another guy who ain't fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
Legado de Fantasma. That's fucking. They ain't doing nothing either. So again, I go back to something that I said. They could do something with them, and they're not doing anything with them.
Okay. So they also have the New Day.
I'm
This-
not complaining. I'm not. I'm just not complaining. I'm not.
It's a mild observation.
It's a mild.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a wild observation. I mean, you got the New Day feuding with Penta.
That guy right there. That guy right. We think alike.
So you have the New Day.
Unagi.
You have the New Day who's fucking feuding with Penta, and Kofi Kingston's the only one who's beaten Penta. And you have Grayson Waller with them for who knows why.
Whatever damn reason.
Whatever reason. You have fucking Sheamus and Rusev, like Paul mentioned. This is the 2025 version of the Bar. This is like Sheamus and Cesaro in 2016, 2017 all over again. If you put them as a tag. We don't set the bar, we are the Bar, goddammit. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but then they had a series of 7 matches.
Yeah, the 7 matches, what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And they ended up fucking being a tag team.
Yes.
So that make sense.
You also have the Grande Americanos,
Yes.
which
Poor
are
Chad Gable.
not Ludwig
Chad Gable.
Kaiser, they're not Chad Gable, they're not Pete Dunne, and
Not
they're
Tyler
not
Bate.
Tyler Bate.
No.
He's not getting his gimmick back.
Fucking Ilya Dragunov is back. For the love of God, we'll make him El Grande Americano number 5.
Tony D debuts on the main roster tomorrow night
There you, there you go.
against Ilya Dragunov.
Let's fucking go, man. Well, let's just go.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing shit out there now.
I'm gonna be here's realistically what is they're gonna
Then
do.
they're going to be a tag team pretty soon and be tag team
They're gonna
champions.
have El Grande Americano win a title right before Chad Gable comes back.
Well, he already is a champion. He's a speed champion. They're doing that on NXT.
That bullshit doesn't count, and you know it.
Ah! Okay. Well,
But you get what I you
Yo, mama's way.
you know this is what's gonna happen.
Yes. So, something that we wish didn't happen, and we'll get to the next match. It is Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion.
I
Good
would
God.
much rather watch paint dry than watch that match again.
This match.
I've never been so upset watching wrestling in my life.
I mean, I've seen worse women's matches, but this is up there. This was bad. First of all, and I know I'm going
I
to
would
get.
much rather watch the Fabulous Moolah versus Ivory.
Oh God, you're taking it back to '99. Hell. So here's my thing: the Bella Army is probably going to be upset that we say these things, but
Who?
the Bella Army, the
There's-
fucking the women that are sticking up for Nikki Bella on friggin' Twitter. Yeah. So that,
Monopoly.
yes.
Monopoly.
I can admit when something sucks. It's okay, people. So Nikki Bella tried at the beginning. Becky cut her off. They did the fucking Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal greatest Royal Rumble spot where Jeff completely missed the whisper in the wind and Jinder Mahal sold anyway. Becky Lynch was set up wrong. Nikki Bella went for like a version of like a disaster kick. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was Fakakinen is what it was. And Becky was like, oh, should I sell or should I not sell? And then they were countering each other's finishers. And then Becky did the Lynch pin, as Wade Barrett calls it, that nice little Drago-esque Lucha Underground type of pinning maneuver to get the 1, 2, 3. I was just happy it was over. I really was. This was probably the weakest match on the card. This was the only match that I was like, can we just end this, please? End it, please. End it, end it, end it, end it, end it. And then it finally.
You know who you should start with? The
Who?
guy above me.
Oh,
The guy right there. That guy right there.
Dan,
Because he had a whole lot to say.
Dan, go ahead.
There is so much fucking wrong with this goddamn match. I don't hate Nikki Bella. I
I don't either. We don't.
But goddamn, like her first solo. I think this was her first solo match back.
Her first solo match back, yes.
No,
No,
no.
You could have had Lyra beat Becky, but they didn't go that route.
No, you could have had Bailey. You could have had anybody. You could have had Stephanie Velcro.
Velcro. I know.
It just seems to me that with the exception of the world title, they don't know what the fuck to do with Raw.
No.
Like, did Tony stop the Thunder Snow and give it to Triple H? Because, like,
Or did he give it to the other members of the writing team because he's got a lot on his plate? So they said, "Here, writing team, go book it.
Here's cocaine.
Here's some coke.
Go book the show.
Book the show." Paul won't
Like-
notice.
It's terrible. Like, it's to the point where, like, this is like mid 2010s level bad.
This is Melina Alicia Fox bad.
Oh, you
It
mean
was
Cameron's favorite
anything-
WWE match?
God
Anything
damn it.
Alicia Fox, bad.
Oh, this okay. No, I stand corrected. Because this was worse. This is Caitlyn versus Maxine on NXT bad.
Wow.
Oh,
This is Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin with the dog food bad.
hey, John Cena did a Baron Corbin move when we get to that match. I never thought I ever see John Cena do the end of days in my life. Then again, when I never thought I'd see John Cena do half the moves that he did in that match ever in all my life.
True. Big true.
I
Was blown away.
we will go on a whole lot of shopping spree on that one.
Oh boy.
That's a whole lot of unpackaging that we are gonna try to package all in one.
Oh
Fair
my
swoop.
Lord.
But
So
this match
No,
was
I'll just-
trash. But go ahead.
Yeah, Dan.
Finish your thoughts.
finish your thought.
I really think the honeymoon period for Triple H is long since over. Can we give Triple H? Can we give Shawn Michaels the keys to the kingdom?
That's
Like,
what everybody's saying. Can we have
or
one?
here's an idea. Here's another idea.
Yeah.
Can we give Paul Heyman the keys to the kingdom?
Eh.
Let Paul Heyman do whatever the fuck he wants, because imagine what he could have done with this budget if he still had ECW.
This is very true. But I think also if you put Sean in charge of Raw with what he's doing in NXT, muy bueno. Muy bueno, please. Like with how he's developing these stars and how that NXT brand is. Like more Obafemi, please. Please. Like, come on now, man. Like we have a lot that he could do with his influence on Raw. But yeah, I feel you, Daniel. And Paul, you want to comment on Becky and Nikki Bella besides this match was trash?
I'm gonna concede to Rob because
Rob!
I think I may actually blow a gasket.
Oh shit. Okay. Rob,
Do it.
do it. You want to blow a gasket? Rob, okay, you want to blow a gasket?
We
or you
want
just-
to see it.
Come on. Go ahead, Paul.
Do it.
Do it, Paul. It's okay. You're around.
This is worse than fucking Michin rolling up fucking Kiana James,
Oh,
because
boy.
at least that was fucking entertaining,
And it made sense.
to say the least, in 5 seconds. This was a crap of shit. I understand Nikki Bella just came back and this is her first match. Why the fuck are you gonna put it on a damn PLE? She hasn't wrestled in how long? And then the last
Years.
time she wrestled, she looked like shit.
Yeah, the last match she had was on Raw. It was at that match with Chelsea Green. But that was a Raw.
Again, she didn't look any better than what this was. It was just dog shit. And you let them. I feel bad for Tyson Kidd because I know he produced this.
Yeah.
I know he produces a lot of the women's matches, and I feel sorry for him because they had to go back and they had to face him. And they know that they fucked up. They know that they did him wrong. That's the worst part, is that now you have to go back and face that music. And Nikki Bella, of all the people, have to go back and look at Natalia's husband and say, I'm sorry. I fucked up everything. I fucked up this whole entire match, and it was my fault. No, and I think what Becky should have done is that she should have did that Samoa Joe shit and just fucking let her fall right past her and just kind of look back and just say, all right, well, you done fucked up.
Yep.
This was worse than Karrion Kross's gladiator outfit.
Oh, you went there. Oh, hell.
Okay, I wasn't going to go there, but hey, you know what?
All right.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, Rob.
Tell me when
You-
I'm
you can-
telling
you-
lies.
Rob, your
Big
thoughts?
Rob, my boy Rob, you can go now.
Rob, go. Go, Rob.
The fact that they put this match on instead of Stephanie and whoever is something that they're gonna have to eat for the next couple of days, because I don't see anybody praising this match. I don't see anybody saying anything good about this match.
Nobody
Because
is going to say
there
in
was
this 13
nothing-
minutes of this match that anybody was happy.
There was nothing good about this match. It was
It
blatantly
ended. That was the good part.
disrespectful. That
It
was
wa-
probably the best part.
And it ended.
And it was disrespectful on all parts. Like, you fucked up a damn near perfect show with this match.
I think what also irked me in the match was she gave her the manhandle slam and she tried to do the disarm on her, and it looked so bad. And again, I know it's their first match and all the Bella armies. Oh my god! Now that what you said about Nikki Bella, and I'm like, all right. I had the same energy. I stay consistent. I had the same energy in 2018 when they brought the Bellas back for Evolution, and I'm watching Brie Bella do a suicide dive and come up short and almost land on her fucking head. So don't give me this like, oh, poor Nikki. Poor Nikki. You had a bad night. And you even looked at her after she lost. She had a fucking bad. She knows she fucked up. She knows she fucked up. Oh, God.
You know who would have been better in this fucking match?
Hit it, Paul.
The one person that Becky was fighting with,
Bailey.
Natty.
Or Oh, okay. All right. Give me some Natty. All right.
That would have been a far fucking better match for this spot than Nikki Bella.
Facts.
Like, does
I
Nikki
rest
not
my
realize,
case.
Does Nikki not realize there's a PC? Like, her brother-in-law is one of the best wrestlers to ever exist in this universe. Like, talk to him, maybe?
I don't know what we were thinking, but yeah, don't do this again, please. Like, don't. I get it. I get the story of it's the Divas.
Paul Levesque. I'm not even going to call you Triple H. Paul Levesque. Will you consider stop doing this bullshit? Fucking listen to the fucking fans. For once in your damn life, listen to the fucking fans. Nobody wanted this bullshit. You would have better off been fucking putting Natalya, Natty Neidhart in this spot.
I hear you 100%.
I said what I said.
I
We
feel
said what we
And
said.
GCW Natty, not WWE Natty.
yeah, not WWE Natty, GC.
Triple A Natty.
No.
Triple Natty. Yo, but this, I understood the story of the Divas era versus the Women's Evolution, but good God, this was just wretched. We'll go to something that wasn't wretched.
At
Rusev.
this point, the last point I want to make here.
Look at bro.
If Nikki is wanting to be back in wrestling business, cool, fine, whatever.
Yup.
Have her be a manager. Have her be a mentor.
Something.
I'm sorry, but you got Jelly Roll, who went to the fucking PC, who learned how to fucking wrestle,
And
who
killed
learned
it.
how to do moves, and
And killed
you can't take the fucking time to go to the fucking PC for a month, hone your craft again, get back in shape. I understand you work out and everything, but working out is not the same thing as taking fucking bumps.
Reps.
The Rock will tell you that. John Cena will tell you that. Anybody in professional wrestling will tell you any time off is going to fucking hurt your flow. It's going to hurt your rhythm. You needed to go back to the fucking PC and spend more than a day or two there, and you didn't even fucking go.
Look at
That's
Sting.
the thing that pisses everybody off.
Look at Sting Starrcade 97 when he went against Hogan.
Look at Sting in 2006 when he wrestled Jeff Jarrett at Bound for Glory and how great of a shape he got in for that match. Jeez Louise. Anyway, we'll move on to the next match because
We're done ranting.
we'll cool it down because we actually had a good match next. It was Rusev, it was Sheamus, and the good old-fashioned Donnybrook. These guys in the Donnybrook match beat the ever-loving shit out of each other. There was kendo sticks. There was friggin' a white noise through the table from the beer barrels. Good God, the whiskey barrels. You had everything. This match was perfectly done. This was a brute brawl Haas type of match, if you will, and it worked perfectly. These two kicked the crap out of each other. The shillelagh to the back, kick out, broke kick out, false finish after false finish. These two beat the living shit out of each other, and it showed what the welts on their bodies, the bruises and everything. And then to get creative with it, Rusev finally gets another variation of the accolade in, but this time wrenches the shillelagh on the mouth, pulls Sheamus back, tappy tap tap. Rusev gets the win. I really thought if this was the culmination, the end to this feud, this was perfectly done. It doesn't hurt Sheamus. It elevates Rusev for where they're going to go with the direction of Rusev. Both of these guys looked absolutely amazing. This was the right way to do it. Perfect. Paul, go.
You said it. It was perfect. And they did everything they could to not only get this crowd in because they were fucking hyped for it.
Mhm.
Everything that they did, this crowd popped. It didn't matter whether it was a chair, whether it was a freaking shillelagh, whether it was on the fucking barrels,
Mhm.
the fucking bar.
The bar.
That was the bar table that was there.
Woo.
The 10 beats on his freaking chest, not only over the rail, on the bar, over the fucking top rope, everything. And I was even counting in French, and I don't even know French. But I was entertained beginning to end. I understand how people would have looked at this and been like, oh, hell no. I mean, this is just, it's Rusev and freaking and Sheamus. Who the hell is going to be entertained? For 20 fucking minutes, we were entertained by two guys who went out there and beat the holy hell out of each other. This was my match of the fucking night.
In the history, it works perfectly to what the story that was being told. I hear you. Now, Rob,
And
will
it
go to-
told the story.
Rob, hit us. Rusev and Sheamus, good old fashioned Donnybrook. Hit me, man.
Yeah, really, I couldn't say it any better than Paul said it. This was a good match. Everything was done with a purpose, for a purpose. And the only thing that really concerned me in this match was, and not even the match itself, is Rusev came out to fucking crickets.
Hmm?
That was like, yikes. Even after he won the match, no crowd reaction.
Crickets.
Just like, oh, that kind of sucks. But hopefully they could work on that, and hopefully there's a plan for that, because you don't want to have this win be for nothing. But
he did get some boos. I mean, he was booed, but I mean, I think overall it sounded like the crowd was happy in the match. I mean, because they were popping for both people.
Yeah.
So at certain points of the match.
Yeah, definitely the match was fine. Just the lack of reaction when he walked out.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just like, yikes.
I think people were still a little like, what the fuck from the last match.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. Those whiskey barrels better have been fucking empty.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but we may have to go tap them to find out. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Get some Jameson, from Ireland or something.
Now, Dan, before we move on to friggin' 2015 all over again, your thoughts on Rusev and Sheamus?
Y'all know I've been a Rusev fan for the longest, but right guy won. Get these guys in a fucking tag team.
They would dominate that tag team division. Whew.
I'm all for it.
Speaking of domination, this was our match of the night, but this match totally superseded. The promo work of John Cena absolutely mollywopping Logan Paul verbally was fantastic. And then we got to this match, John Cena, Logan Paul. Wow! Like, they started off slow. Logan Paul was great doing the taunting from the European uppercuts. We got a Cesaro reference, vintage Cesaro from Michael Cole in the pop-up uppercuts, which I thought was great. Logan Paul pulled out a zigzag, shades of Dolph Ziggler. Like, then John Cena was just like, you know what? I'm going to up it up to 2015 when I used to do those open challenges back in the day. And he went full on, I'm going to hit you with the tornado DDT. Logan Paul, you're going to come at me with that buckshot lariat. I'm going to hit a flatliner. That's a variation of the end of days, which John Cena has never done. John Cena did a variation of the implant buster / angel's wings that Christopher Daniels and Awesome Kong did. John Cena hit the tornado DDT. He hit a monkey flip. He did the code red. He hit a Styles Clash that he's never, ever done in his life. And these guys just went balls to the fucking wall. He did the sequence of the 5-knuckle shuffle, my time is now, the multiple attitude adjustments, Logan Paul's multiple frog splashes, then it ends with the friggin' knockout, back to the AA, 1, 2, 3. This was just absolutely, from start to finish, absolutely one of the best matches in John Cena's. Why couldn't we get this back earlier in the run? The heel turn was really not needed. You can tell John doesn't, kind of regrets it now and more does so. But damn it, why couldn't we got the greatest hits without him being a heel? But fuck. John Cena, Logan Paul.
Travis Scott says what?
Thank you. I am so happy that we are back to John Cena as a babyface. Rob, I'll start with you on this one. John Cena, Logan Paul, go.
Logan Paul's a dickhead.
He is?
And I think we can all agree on that. But I think this was his best WWE match by far. This, I personally didn't have a lot of hope going into this match. As a matter of fact, I was a little bit tilted the fact that John Cena is going to waste a match on Logan Paul. Like, what the fuck? Like, he could be wrestling AJ, could be wrestling Dom, could be wrestling
Styles.
Anybody the fuck else. But he's wrestling Logan Paul. And I kind of ate my words because this was good. This was a really good match. Logan Paul's still a dickhead, though.
Very much so. We'll go to Dan on this one, and we'll save you, Paul, for the last one on this. We're saving the best for last, Vanessa Williams style. So, Dan, your thoughts on Logan Paul and John Cena? Hit me.
Logan Paul may be a fucking dickhead. I think we know a certain demoness that has some very strong feelings about him.
Suck my dick. Yeet.
Suck my dick.
Yeet.
2.
So, but his matches, by and large, have been solid. But you mentioned Dom. I would honestly love to see Cena be the one to take the IC title off Dom for the simple reason it's the only title he has never held.
Complete the collection.
Doesn't need to be a long reign. It could be, a simple, like wins it, then loses it right back to whoever. But good match. Entertaining as shit. Loved it. Give me it. I want it again.
Paul, your thoughts on I'm going to do every move in the fucking book that I've never done before, or I'm just going to rewind to the greatest hits. Go ahead, John Cena, Logan Paul.
Whoever thought that this match was going to go fucking 26 minutes?
Right?
None of us, not even the demoness, love you, girl. Nobody thought that John Cena was going to come into this retirement tour and say, I'm going to put on almost a 30-minute match. Nobody. And it would be with Logan Paul. And then we would see John Cena not only bring into his repertoire everybody else's freaking finishing moves or even anybody's moves. I'm sure Tom Prescott's probably somewhere going, where the hell did that come from?
He was.
I'm Bishop Dyer, whatever name you want to call him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's out there like, all right, kudos. I did it better, but you did a good job.
He gave him props.
Oh, you tweeted at him? That's awesome.
Oh, he did? He tweeted at him telling him he had a good job? Okay, cool. Yeah. The Styles Clash. Who the fuck thought that one was going to come out? No. Angel Wings. Who the hell thought that one was going to come out?
Hurricane Rana.
Petey Williams is in the back probably looking at John Cena going, you really went out there and did my move? Penta's probably fucking upset with him too. Penta's like, hey, my Mexican destroyer, ¿qué pasó?
I had a problem here for 1 second because when they said the code red, and listen, I know Roxanne does the pop rocks and Selena Vega, but Amazing Fucking Red. Come on. Like, Amazing Fucking Red. That was my only critique with Michael Cole. Come on.
I know, Michael Cole. Get Michael Cole, do better. Michael Cole. Damn it. But, oh, my God, we got so many. And I think it was kind of his way of paying homage to a lot of the people that he's wrestled before. And Christopher Daniels is actually somebody who trained him. And I didn't even know that.
UPW.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that. Shout out to Denise Salcedo who said something about it, and I couldn't not believe it. It was crazy, dude. I mean, John Cena went out there and put on one of the best matches of his career at the end of his career.
Yeah.
And this is up there, and I'm going to say it, this is up there with him and Shawn Michaels.
Wow. Are you going WrestleMania 23?
I am really going there because, no, I'm going to Raw.
Oh, the Iron Man.
That match that him and Shawn Michaels had. That's up there because he did a lot of moves in that match too that weren't even his. So kudos to John. I didn't like it that was Logan Paul, but
Kudos.
By the way, Kill Shot, Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem, John Cena just killed freaking Logan Paul. So he killed him on the mic on Friday. So
that he did.
He hit the kill shot.
And it was great to see him.
You dickhead.
Dickhead. It was great to see him reconnect with the kid from Brussels. I'm not going to lie.
That one was cool too. And the fact is, he kissed his wife on camera. On camera. And I thought, and them telling each other that they love each other, that was a beautiful thing too.
The whole thing was just done so well and beautifully laid out.
I would have kissed Rob on camera.
True. You would have.
I would have.
It's true.
All right,
he said it's true. See, he knows.
All right, my bosom buddies. Let's get into the main event of the evening. Oh boy! Okay, so the main event of this fine program was Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight Fatal 4-Way World Title.
Yeah.
So they took a spot from Survivor Series 2009. CM Punk got his lick back on Jey Uso from Raw and super kicked him, if you even want to call it that. Jey Uso out of the ring. Nothing will ever beat Shawn Michaels super kicking Triple H out of the ring at Survivor Series 09 and John Cena's face like. So
but you saw Seth both Seth and LA Knight just standing there like,
what?
You just do that?
So they tried to recreate it. It was cool, but nothing.
I would have liked Jay to have done it.
Yes,
because Jay does a super kick. See, Phil does not.
No, he does not. God, but the match was fine. I think first of all, LA Knight taking that elbow drop, going through the table like he's Shane McMahon, which I thought was interesting. But he took a hell of a bump. All these guys really worked their asses off. I mean, you know what you're going to get with these four collectively and also against each other. First of all, the fact that Jey Uso went for the spear and Seth Rollins caught him with that pedigree was a very sick-ass spot. I love that. Yeah. Everybody worked their asses off, but the big takeaway from this match was CM Punk had him in the GTS, go to sleep. Then we saw someone hit a low blow, and it was Becky Lynch. Just when we thought that, he had a plan B, it was Becky. They got his wife back. And she has joined the Vision. Curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. Seth pins Punk again, which this is going to lead to Punk probably winning the world title by Mania. But the tease of it afterwards of, hey, Seth and Becky, husband and wife. Hey, CM Punk, AJ Lee, can we possibly be getting that? And as we saw on Fightful, there are pitches of AJ Lee coming back. They've been brought in numerous pitches internally lately. So let's talk about it because, my God, this match I thought was great. The right person won. And what do y'all think about AJ Lee possibly coming back, the husband and wife tandem against Seth and Becky? Dan, I'll start with you.
When this happens, not if, when, I will shout at the top of my goddamn lungs, I told you so. Rob, you are my witness. I've said it in TSK, that this is where it's going. You've all heard me say it numerous times. This is what it's going to lead to.
You said it on our show.
Yes, you did.
Numerous times.
Yep.
Can you imagine the pop when her music hits and she comes back?
Let's light it up. Light it up.
I want a remix to that song. I don't want that song, but I would love to have a remix to that song to where.
Light it up. Yeah, something of the sorts. I mean, AJ Lee's first match in since 2015, where her and Paige wrestled the Bellas at that WrestleMania. Yeah, first match in 10 years.
But AJ Lee, if by some random chance you are hearing this and you are coming back, visit the PC first, please.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. It goes back to it. Okay. I mean, she has wrestled on heels. So, I mean, she's wrestled somewhat. She's been in a ring. But yeah, don't do it. Don't do a Nikki Bella, please, and thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think AJ still actively trains.
Yeah, she still actively trains. Yep. So we'll go to this portion. Paul, your thoughts on Becky Lynch joining the Vision, being the plan B, and the thoughts of AJ Lee and Punk against Seth and Becky.
That just solidifies that they're the Seth Riders now.
Oh, God.
Did you notice? Did you notice that when Punk, after the show went off the air and he started walking up the aisle and he was saying hello to everybody, and then somebody had a poster
Of AJ Lee.
that said CM Punk and we want AJ Lee back or something like that it read. It was so awesome. And then he just looked at it and went, and he shrugged his shoulders and he kept walking up the aisle, and it's just like he's like shaking his head like I see it. So DC, you know what, he may get his wish come true, and you know, he put it out there into the universe. So, and we've said it multiple times, and I'm sure that dude right there also said that he would probably like to see her back too. So let's just say she comes back.
Mhm.
Are we just looking for a one-off for her to wrestle Becky, or is this kind of like, hey, I'm returning to the E? Because if I'm anybody, I would love to see Paige come back, and I would love to see her and AJ run it back.
Rekindle that feud. Hello. Yep.
But to see AJ work with a lot of the women that are there now, Jordan Grace,
Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez. Oh, her daughter. I'm pretty sure her daughter's happy if she comes back, and I'm pretty sure she's probably going to be beside herself. But I'm pretty sure she's going to know after she kicked her dad in the nuts or low blowed him
And Friggy gave him the pop rocks.
at a house show and gave him a pop rocks. You know, I'm pretty sure she's kind of like, well, my daughter would never do anything. That was cute. I thought that
It was very
That
cute.
was-
and I'm gonna be like DC, and I'm gonna pop fucking huge. It's AJ Lee. I mean, what more do you want? AJ, Becky, IC title,
Hit me.
hit me.
Now, Mr. Robert Davis, your thoughts on the potential. First of all, I did see people saying, why not do like Punk and Bailey because of the Becky story? I mean, I get it, but they're not husband and wife. I get it because of the story with Cuckoo Bailey, but no, if you have it perfect to set in stone for AJ Lee, and we talk about the internal viewpoints and they come back with the pitches. So, Rob, your thoughts on this potential match and your thoughts on the Fatal Four.
Yeah, I mean, if AJ is up for it, then I don't see why not. I mean, for those of us that don't like CM Punk, and there are a few of us, you know, this may
One or
be
two.
this may be the only time that we cheer CM Punk is if AJ Lee is with him, because I know I will. AJ's fantastic. I know the work that she does outside of wrestling with mental health is great, and I'm glad she's advocating for that, not just for other people but for herself. And so I would say if she's up for it, even if it's just a one-off, I think it would be a fun one-off. But if she's up for one last run, I don't see the harm in it. I think this would definitely elevate the women's division and hopefully get some eyes back on them so they have more opportunities. I think that would be great. The match itself is great. I thought it was pretty well done. Told a good story. Like I said a couple minutes ago, with Becky now joining the division, that just makes them the Seth Riders, because you know, Becky's in the group now, and she is a hell of a lot better than Marina. I will say that.
Thank God you said it. I was about to say it because fuck Marina Shafir.
Because I know you're gonna say you don't know me.
You know me. You don't know me. First of all, man, fuck Marina Shafir. Like seriously,
I think Roddy's already handling that one.
I know. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dan.
Giggity.
No, but friggin', like seriously, Marina Shafir is just the drizzling shit. She's not as bad. All right, you know what? If I had to choose Marina Shafir or Daniel Garcia, I'll take Marina Shafir all day. Because fuck Daniel Garcia. If I don't make that,
Jesus,
it's just like, man, it's a tale of two. It's a tale of just bad and badder. But I'll
Watch it, Michael.
You know what we do with problems, Mike?
we solve them.
Boom.
Fucking looking like a goddamn librarian going against Athena for the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Fuck that. All right, we're going to move on because I'm going to get eaten. So we're going to move on. So AJ Lee is back, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. And that was your Clash in Paris review, y'all. First and foremost.
And Jay Uso, those Yeet shorts.
Yeah, what was with the Yeet shorts, man?
I'm
What
gonna,
the
I'm
hell?
gonna need some Yeet shorts,
Yeah,
bro.
shit.
I don't know. I gotta get me some Yeet shorts though. I need me some of them.
I'm with the Yeet shorts,
Yeet.
bro.
I am with them, but I will say this: solid show from WWE today. If y'all want to go watch it, do it. Skip Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, like you
100%.
should. 100%.
Bathroom break.
Bathroom
Please.
That was the
Go fix
only-
you. Make you a sandwich or
Make
something.
you a sandwich or something. That was the only takeaway.
Check on your sauce. Don't let it get sour.
Don't fucking watch that match. Now, WrestlePalooza is coming up. Top matches that are being discussed are John Cena and Brock Lesnar, Cody, which congratulations to him and Brandy. That was wonderful to see. And Drew McIntyre. And of course,
Man, Cody making babies and we didn't even know Brandy was pregnant.
Surrogate.
Well, there was that interview where the guy asked him how many kids he had, and he says 2, and then he's like, "Wait, no, one. I just have one."
Whoops. But I'm really happy for Cody and Brandy. I think that's
No,
awesome.
I'm happy for them. I'm very, very happy.
Absolutely.
And do you, if you really want to give Tony a heart attack, do you do the husband and wife mixed tag match on WrestlePalooza?
That was going to be my next question to you guys. When do you think that they would pull the trigger on 1, the return, and 2, when would be the match?
I would set it up for Survivor Series.
I would too. Draw that shit out.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to do the return, do it at WrestlePalooza because you get that pop.
Yep.
From that Indianapolis crowd.
Yeah.
And then 2, you give it a month to marinate. I mean, you could still do it tomorrow on Monday for Raw, and I'm pretty sure they'll tease whatever they need to tease, for the next couple of weeks, all the way up until WrestlePalooza in 3 weeks. So that can very well be it too, and Survivor Series.
Yeah, I think that's
John Cena's last match. Not Saturday night's main event. Why do I feel this is not gonna end at the end of the year? And it's creeping in my head, and I'm like, I just don't think it's gonna end. I just don't think it's gonna end at the end of the year.
We're gonna get John Cena and The Rock thrice in a lifetime at WrestleMania.
God, please, no.
Thrice in a lifetime.
I don't need the senior citizen battle. I don't need Terry Funk and Ric Flair and for the geriatric league title. I don't need that. I really, really don't.
I'm gonna make this comment. If there was ever a time for Triple H
to come out of retirement,
here's an idea. Next family reunion, Nick Khan, why don't you call your cousin Tony and just say, "Hey,
I'll pay you.
Can we borrow Kenny Omega for one night only?" Kenny and Cena.
When we did the round, what's funny, because when we did the round table, I believe a bunch of us said that would be one of the when we used the ones that were outside of WWE, that would have been one that we all mentioned that it would have been a really, really great thing for Cena to do. And I said and when we said Tanahashi
San.
Cena versus Cena.
Cena versus Super Cena versus Super Cena, I would have enjoyed.
Cena versus Okada.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have said Cena and Will Ospreay, but I don't think we're going to be seeing Billiam for a while.
God,
no, him neck.
Oh, but I will say this: I think where we go with Cena, I have a feeling as well. There's a gut of mine that says it's going to go past Saturday night's main event, and maybe we'll get something. But we'll see. I'm here for the ride because he's back as a baby.
I don't want Royal Rumble because it's in Saudi Arabia. He already did Saudi Arabia, so. Yeah. Not unless now. Here's the thing: we get a redo of WrestleMania here in Vegas, which is where I'm at. If you didn't notice that I'm not at home,
yes,
because this isn't my usual background. This is actually my brother's room. Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, obviously. So, I think if you're going to run it back one more time, you get Cena to do another match at WrestleMania. And a redo from not fucking up what they did, making up for what they fucked up looking this year.
As long as we don't hear Fiend.
Oh
Fiend.
God, please no!
Mike,
We're
here.
he is never going to step in WWE ever again.
Because I hate that fucking song.
Strictly for that bullshit that he pulled with
yeah.
WWE.
So the best way before we close this out is to all put up the middle finger. Fuck the Travis Scott.
And fuck the whole
Hulk Hogan. And speaking of that, we appreciate y'all listening to our rants, our gasket blowing. That was Paul Morales on Nikki Bella, and everything that went into this fine program. We will be back as well with more goodies from the weekly review and everything that is on this fine YouTube channel. But we'll be back for the Wrestling Roundtable which we'll be talking about Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, Ninja. And everything
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Everything that went to Hulk Hogan's career, and we will have a special guest with us this time around. The doctor will be in session. Amir will be joining us. Let me tell you something, bitch. Amir, Rodney Slavovich, AT wrestler, whatever you want to call him, a part of the CWO. Oh yeah, man, he's gonna be joining us. So we're gonna have a lot of fun stuff coming in. So. We'll get to that. I'd love the thumbs down. Thank you. With the finger, the thumbs down. It's all love. It's all love. So before we close this out, we will start with our guest, Roberto Davis. You do such great work with everything in your lifetime as well, besides what you do in the podcasting side. Take it away, man.
So myself, Mike, and Demon S, Nicola McDonald, who's hopefully watching. Hi, Nicola. We do a show called Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling here on Mike's YouTube. You can check us out. You can follow our social media at linktree/BlackHeartsEBD3. You can check myself out along with Daniel Crimmins, Moses Marquez, Harold Joseph Hunter III, and Kyle. Who's Kyle? Who the fuck is Kyle?
Who the fuck is Kyle?
Kicking it with the TSK. We'll have a review show coming out of The Forbidden Door sometime soon, hopefully before this airs. You can follow us over at linktree/TSKLMF and Day. You can find all of our social media there. Max Wrestling, you can check out what we're doing there. We're in the middle of the Promo Climax 3. We just recently had our first round where the Statman, played by myself, went up against AT Wrestler, CWOs, looking to dominate.
Let me tell you something, brother.
You know, keep an eye out on that Rodney Slapovich, though. You know, Jonathan Beveridge, you know.
Jonathan Beveridge. Instead of beer, he called him beverage.
He did.
He did.
Great. It's a lot of really entertaining stuff. If you are into the promo side of things, check out Max Wrestling over on the YouTube. They've got a YouTube. They do have a website. I don't know what it is. So Mike.
MaxWrestlingMovie.net.
There it is. It'll be linked down in the description. If you want to follow me and proceed with caution, you can follow me at linktree/HeyI'mRob.
Yeet.
Yeah.
MaxWrestlingNet.weekly.com. First of all, what is it with these long ass websites? I mean, Moses Marquez, SoundCloud.com. Never mind, I'm not going to get into it. But links to Max Wrestling will be in the description.
Hold on. You are nobody to start talking about long ass freaking websites, sir. Who's got like 30 social medias, including Pornhub and X Hamster.
I plead the fifth.
And your OnlyFans is about ready to start popping off. So
gold tier.
Bow checka wow. So Paul, where can we follow you on the socials? Paul, take it away, man.
Wow, the name right here. See it right here, the Dead Man of RWT. Of course, you can find my link tree below in the description of this great show. And of course, you can find all my social medias right there. And you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Threads, you can find me on IG and Facebook. Of course, you can find me in the RWT Facebook group with all these handsome gentlemen right here.
Which y'all should be a member of that group.
Including that guy right there who is very, very handsome. Even though this guy up here says that he's more handsome than this guy, but then that guy in that very, very corner over there thinks he's more handsome than this guy over there. who thinks he's just as handsome as this guy right here. But ain't nobody as handsome as this guy right here. But unfortunately, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pass it to my friend right there, Mr. Daniel Crimmins. Mr. Daniel Crimmins, where can we find you, my brother?
Thank you, handsome
We're
Paul.
just going to put links down below where you can find me. Same usuals up. You know, we got the Kicking It with the TSK. We did Forbidden Door a bit ago. We're always on our stuff, always putting out good shit for y'all. Mike and I, we wrapped up Uncaged a couple weeks back where we did the 4 Horsemen. We got an episode coming up where we are doing. What are we doing, Maggle?
So season 6 will start with Bash at the Beach 2000, and Mo is going to be joining us for these. I love promoting this just because I cannot wait to hear this crash out that Rob mentioned when the Forbidden Door airs. So Mo is going to be joining us for the debut of season 6.
Are you talking about my crash out?
No.
No. Remember when he thought you guys were doing the AWA show? he
Ha ha!
Okay. So the reason I'm bringing this up, Mo is going to join us for Bash at the Beach to start season 6, and
not AWA.
Paul's going to join us. Is going to join us for the finale where we watch AWA Super Bowl, which is going to be awesome, or Super Clash, whatever it is. I have the link. We're going to watch.
He was not happy. He's like, wait a minute.
I can't wait to hear it. So everybody's links will be in the description. Check out SM Show 1 and MSteel92 on Twitter, StephenMikeShow.com and LFCfights.com, S&M Network Show. Subscribe to the YouTube, and of course Larkin_92 and I'm LarkinMB on Instagram. So follow all these great folks and all these great people who I love doing shows with, and we get.
And we'll pay you.
And we'll pay you, you motherfuckers. With that being said, for Paul, for Dan, for our guest, Mr. Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin. We'll be back in the weekly review. We'll be back in Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. We'll be back with all day, every day, everything. AJ Lee, we love you. And that concludes the show.
And fuck the Hulk Hogan.
And fuck Nikki Bella, because god damn it, that was the drizzling shits.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up.
The past is gone. Now's the future.